Petrotos, Marios-Ermis, the co-inventor of laddroller, which is a power standing wheelchair. We invented laddroller because it was time for disabled persons to stand up and be mobile in a different way. Tens of millions of people live bound on their wheelchairs worldwide, one of the most commonly used assistive devices. In fact, the global powered wheelchair market is expected to double by 2020. Wheelchair users cannot perform actions in everyday's environment because of the fact that they live in an almost permanent sitting position. They cannot flip the light switch, they seek help to reach a book from the library itself. They cannot use the ATM or even have a drink at the bar, or even do what I'm doing right now, presenting from a podium. So on the other hand, they face a series of health complications because of their sedentary life, such as respiration, circulation problems, and osteoporosis, issues that require huge expenses in treatment and physiotherapy. They spent a lot in home modifications, and usually experience high rates of unemployment. They have lost their autonomy, they struggle to socialize, and the most important, they have lost eye contact with others. For all these reasons, we invented a unique standing wheelchair, which is the only one that elevates the user by the motion of its wheels and lowers him back in the sitting position thanks to gravity alone. We have used aluminum, carbon fiber, and magnesium in order to build an ultralight and robust frame of alternating geometry. The four-wheel drive motion, along with the placement of the bigger diameter wheels in the front, guarantees mobility on rough terrains and the ability to cope with the adversities of urban environment. Its modular design and the quick-release removable wheels makes it easily portable, and obviously we took care of the aesthetics, producing a simple and elegant product. The standing wheelchair market is segmented by product types like these. There are manual and powered standing wheelchair. When you use a manual one, you're not able to travel from point A to point B once you're in the upright position. Only laddroller can overcome obstacles, and it's the only device that elevates the user in a matter of seconds. Competitive products are heavy and bulky, full of additional and complex mechanisms with high energy needs. And for this reason, they are packed with batteries, which in case they run out, all their functions stop. Although laddroller is a powered wheelchair, it maintains all its functions, even with its batteries drained out. It is also lightweight and can be portable in the trunk of a car. What's really interesting is that in addition to all of these advantages, because of its design, even compared to those who offer the manual standing option, they are not less expensive than we are. We are competitive with the manuals, and we are half the price of the electric ones. We have already protected our trademark, and our invention is patented in Greece since May 2016. We have already filed our PCT application, and after the PCT period, we will enter the national phase of our patent, filing in the following countries that we consider as key markets for our device. In the meanwhile, we will participate in a worldwide event called Cybathon, organized by ETH in Zurich, competing against 11 teams from all over the world in the powered wheelchair race. We will also participate in an international trade fair called Rehaker in Düsseldorf from September 2016. Now, the way our final product will reach the end user is shown on this diagram. We will be manufacturing the frame and assemble the device, outsourcing motors, batteries, and other parts. We have already started the certification procedures for Europe, and US is following. We will outsource distribution for hospital rehabilitation centers and clinics. And finally, we will place laddrollers in public structures, shopping centers, and airports for high-value marketing purposes. According to our sales projections, we will be able to reach a break-even point by the middle of 2020. A net profit of 7.5 million is expected by the end of 2021. Our team is dedicated in research and development of laddroller for the last 3.5 years. We have our contrasted background is the key for success, and we managed to have an outsider's novel approach in the wheelchair industry, having at the same time the knowledge to implement a successful business. Right now, we are seeking 0.4 million in order to have our device validated by the users, 1.7 million in order to complete our device's regulatory compliance for Europe and have our first production run. A further 1.1 million will be needed in order to secure our intellectual property worldwide, enter the US market and get the FDA approval, and continue with our production. During the competition workshops, we had the opportunity to form our corporate strategy and accelerate our performance. Through mentoring process, we had the chance to cooperate with high experienced persons who guided us in key areas such as the whole regulatory frame needed for our device, They also helped us in order to how to approach national organizations. And under their guidance, we managed to arrange preliminary discussions with National Institute for Healthcare and Excellence in the United Kingdom and the first contact meeting with the FDA agents in the United States. Being part of this competition, we have also the privilege to participate in events and conferences, including the MIT Bootcamp in Boston, while at the same time a way opened through press and media in order to communicate our invention. Finally, during this 6-month period, we built a fully working prototype of laddroller, and right now I would like you to watch a short video demo of it. You will see how the user is able to choose any of the desired position, the sitting position or the standing position, and all the intermediates between them. He's able to elevate himself even while he's moving. The device has a zero daring radius, so he offers great maneuverability. And at this second part, you will observe how easily the device can descend stairs, these 3 steps, which are considerably big. And also how it's able to climb and overcome obstacles. By obstacles, we mean curbs and gaps like the ones you see. This is laddroller. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Your 5 minutes are up.
Exactly what is your patent on?
The patent refers to the frame. We are the only standing wheelchair that elevates the user, not by elevating the seat actually, but the alternation of the frame. When the front wheel's going backwards and the back wheel goes forward, that causes the alternation of the frame, and this alternation causes the elevation of the user. That's exactly our patent.
Has this patent at all tested in the US market or global market?
No, it has been patented in Greece.
And just in Greece.
It has the PCT application, which offers the 18th month of international protection.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Well done, amazing project and product.
Thank you.
I know nothing about this business, right, obviously. My question is, how do you pursue a sales strategy around something like this? I mean, who would be what distribution network do you use? How can you get to market fast before you're copied? You know, so beyond the patent and the exact mechanics, from a commercial point of view, how do you plan to penetrate the market fast?
Yes, you know, actually there is a slight difference between the classical and traditional distribution channels for these devices, because there's an involvement of the doctor, the patient, the distributor, and so it's certain places that they can distribute, you are outsourcing the distribution of these devices, and they are certain, and it's rather easy to find them and sell them the product in order to distribute it to the market.
Can you talk about the price versus the competition and the cost of goods, so what kind of margin you'll be getting?
Yes, the price of our final product will be $16,500, while at the same time the competitive ones that I have showed you with a very different approach, right now they cost double, around $30,000, and the cost for each device. Our calculations are based on the prototype. I suppose they will be reduced if the economies of scale are applied, but the cost now it's around $9,000.
How scalable is your production process?
Excuse me?
How scalable is your production process?
It's fully scalable because I was talking about outsourcing the existing commercial products like the motors, the batteries, and the controllers. So the frame is something that we can build, and it's actually very scalable. Thank you very much.